Hi, Taurus. Welcome into your reading. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on for you. We're going to read for the last week of November. We're going to go from the 24th to the 30th of November. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. That's where we're headed. All right, let's see what your situation is and let's see what spirits are bringing in for you guys. All right, let's do this. What's the situation for Taurus, please? I have the Hermit card, which is Virgo energy. Oh, shit. Don't you love it when I start out a reading like that where I'm like, oh, shit. But it's not as bad as you think because I do have the sun at the bottom of the deck, so it's not terrible. What it's telling me is that you really are giving a lot of thought to something in regards to no longer applying yourself to upgrade in a situation, whether that's at your job to upgrade in your role or in your relationship with someone. You just decided to not play house anymore. You turned the house upside down. You said, bye-bye. I'm going to take all of my energy here as the Hermit card. And what I'm going to do, meaning Taurus, you're going to take all your old baggage out. You're going to rifle through all of that stuff. And you're going to dig through everything. And not that you're unpacking it, because you're still leaving that shit in your luggage. You're looking for a circumstance or a scenario where you could go back and say, well, have I been through this before? And how did I handle it in the past? And can I handle it? Yeah, I came out stronger and better. Yes, I did. Would I go back to that situation again? Hell fucking no. That's your first clue. Would you want to come back to this? We'll see. Let's continue. All right. What's coming in for my Taurus, please? What's coming in for my beautiful Taurus? All right. The Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands. What? Where the hell did I get the Queen from? I'm losing my shit. And Judgment. All right, you're making a final judgment call. All whilst having a passionate new beginning here with someone. I don't know if you're making the judgment call on that person that you're having a passionate new beginning with, or if that's just like a passion project, meaning like something that you're involved in work-wise or hobby-wise or whatever. You're making a decision either for it or about it. All right, because I obviously see the marriage and the commitment at the bottom of the deck and the loads of money attached to it. But let's make it more interesting, shall we, Taurus? I love your videos. I swear to God, I love your readings. I was like, oh my God, this is going to be fun. It's like soap opera 102. All right, I'll stop messing around. Come back. 10 of Pentacles, marriage and commitment. Someone comes back to vindicate you, validate you with some level of success. But now you're arguing and fighting because there's a lover involved. But you continue to keep working towards this person that brings you stability. But there you are with your heart beaming for someone possibly else. I don't know. Maybe it's the fresh new start in love that I see right there on the camera. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't wait for December. It's going to be interesting. But there you are, finally making a judgment call. So proud of you. So proud of you guys. You're saying me, fixed sign? No, I got this. I hope you do, because that's going to be the hardest part or the hardest thing you will ever do. And if you do this, know that you are the strongest thing on this planet, okay? To even go against yourself, to even like tell yourself you know something's wrong or you're so used to it that you fight it anyway and you move forward with change, purpose, direction. It'll be one of the toughest things you will ever do, Taurus, but you're doing it. I've been watching you do it through your readings the last few years, but especially the last 6 months. You've been braver than you can possibly imagine. All right, what is it that Taurus doesn't see coming their way? Even for the fact that you've been moving forward with, your desires, your wish fulfillments, understanding people differently now, seeing things differently now. The Empress. This is what I mean by seeing things differently. You want to bring something into your life. I don't care if you're 40, 50, 60, even 70 years old. You got still like 20, 30, 40 years ahead of you. That's a whole other lifetime. So it doesn't matter if you start from scratch right now. You understand what I'm saying? So feel every bone in your body like the Empress. She gets lonely at the top because it's far and few in between who can match her energy. This is a Taurus card, by the way, the Empress. All right? I do see you feeling left out in the cold. This is not a card of arrogance. This is not a card of ego. This is somebody who walks away because she, meaning you, whether you're male, female, whatever your pronoun is, feels this value within yourself to walk away from something that does not match you. You understand? You're realizing you're an Empress. Yes, there's one Emperor. Only one other energy can match you up there. But there's 4 kings, there's 4 knights, and there's 4 pages. You realize you can lower yourself to be with them. But you're not willing to do so. And that's why I love the Empress. And that's why I love it in you. All right. I can't wait to clarify that. Let's continue and see what your advice is. But some of you, if this is meant to be literal, this is about pregnancy or bringing something into this world like a company, like something literal, 3D, tangible. I sometimes skip over the literal stuff. I can't, right? I have to do the literal thing. So like 4 of Wands literally means like not buying that house anymore, not upgrading, not, getting the nicer car or whatever. Judgment also sometimes literally means enlightening yourself. You know how I always say we have a shadow side and we have like this like human construct. For those of us who walk the path of enlightenment and spirituality, it is not an easy task. It is not an easy walk because you have to look at all the dirty stuff and face it and deal with it. And that takes years to accomplish, right? But once you walk that walk, you can talk the talk. Things start look different, easier. You start seeing yourself at this value base, the Empress. But the Judgment card is also an enlightening card. It's like these ghosts that come out of coffins. That's like you opening up that human construct and looking inside and cleaning out the skeletons, right? The things that you never dealt with, the baggage I was just talking about, rifling through and just unpacking it all. We could do it in doses. All right, now let's get back to your advice. By the way, speaking of these major arcanas, there seem to be plenty. We already said Taurus, Sagittarius, and now I have Libra and Virgo over there. Justice in your advice position, whatever you do, you must do it fair, balanced, and honest, no matter what, above all else. This also means court. If you can screw over somebody, do not do that. Because literal means court for justice. Others of you, it's karma correction. Just be fair, balanced, and honest. And you will be rewarded by the universe. You will be rewarded. Okay? This will also start the healing process for you. What is the outcome of the week here for Taurus, please? The 7 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. Okay. Usually the 7s we pause and we reflect, but depending on the element, I know what you're doing. These are tough ones because the 7 of Cups talks about being really confused, not knowing who or where to invest your future. Whether it's love, work, or otherwise, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's an energy that you don't know if you invest all your eggs in that basket, if that basket has snakes in there, or if that basket has diamonds and jewels, or that basket that, could be, spiritually rewarding. You're trying to figure it out because it's confusing right now, right? And that's how you end the week. And this is probably why you have justice in the advice position. I do see the 7 of Swords. This is the sneaky deaky card. All right, these are the things we do in the shadows or we do low key or on the down low, depending on what generation I'm talking to. But anyway, this is like, having an affair. This is like cheating on a test. This is like, strategizing something, but you're not going to tell everybody your strategy plan. Like if that's in the advice position, I'd be like, yeah, go for it, but it's not. And that's, you have justice there instead. So if you're going to do something in the shadows, whether you're ghosting someone or you're having an affair, and of course, this doesn't have to be you. It could be the other person, perhaps. But because you're going to come to this place where you're going to have to defend yourself after this. That's why it's telling you, make sure you make fair, balanced, and honest decisions. All right. It will work out. You just have to make some minor tweaks to your plans. All right. Let's continue and see what's going on here for you guys. Now we'll get the Angels Tarot deck out. Taurus, please. Wise Hermit here and Four of Wands in reverse. Well, yes, somebody is doing a little stocky doodle, the Page of Swords. All right, I don't know if this is you or the other person, but this is the common thread. Someone feels left out in the cold because they decided not to upgrade. So, let me put this down. They stalk. Queen of Swords, though, tells me you are definitely thinking. You're definitely in your head. That is why you've retracted your energy to make that wise choice. So I don't know if maybe perhaps you're the one that's doing the stalking, Taurus, only because you feel like you need more information. It's not like you're stalking because you're jealous or some shit like that. Like, not a crazy stalker for real. I think you're just trying to find more info because clearly you have a Seven of Cups as your outcome. You're getting confused, so you don't know what to do. So you're kind of like keeping your eyes peeled to make that wise choice, but you can't help but feel left out in the cold. You're trying to be fair. You're trying to be balanced. You're trying to be honest, though. But you're here in the head. You're rationalizing, basically. Not that it's a bad thing, because by all means, you're in the upright position. I don't like that you feel this way, though. So pretend I'm giving you an e-hug. Because the Five of Pentacles really feels lonely. It does. Because even if you are with somebody, sometimes you're still lonely. You know, you're alone. You're alone in your thoughts. You feel like you can't share them. You can't be with anyone. Not that you're misunderstood, but no one does understand, so you feel alone. Others of you, if that's literal, that's a financial crunch. That's a financial pinch. That's a financial burden. All right, so that's like from a job loss, or this is why you can't upgrade in something. All right, there's blocks, there's obstacles, there's issues, there's fighting there. 100%. All right, why is Ace of Wands here and Judgment, please? Clarify for Taurus. The Sun. The Sun. I just realized why I'm looking at the Sun. You're making a judgment call on a fresh new start in passion, right? Or chemistry here with somebody. But something that makes you happy. All right? And you're working really hard towards something here. I feel like sometimes, Taurus, what's happening to you is that I don't know if it's compartmentalizing or if it's just something where you keep flip-flopping between like, no, I want stability. I know what I want to know. I'd rather have the devil that I know than just take a risk and feel good and love and just keep the good and the love in the shadows. I mean, I think all of that is changing for you. I think all that shadow stuff you want to bring to the light. And this is why I'm looking at Judgment, enlightenment, because it's making you happy. You're like, why do I need to hide my happiness? This sucks. I don't want to hide it. You shouldn't. But I think you keep your head down. You keep working towards something. Because I'm not a fan of looking at the Three of Swords. I don't like you going from Sun to Three of Swords. I hope that goes away. Let me see. What is the Empress, please? Clarify for us, the Empress. The High Priestess. Yeah, this is all about the little speech I just gave. Queen of, what is that? Wands? The little speech I just gave you about your worth and your value and the things you want to bring into this lifetime. I don't like Ten of Swords, but let's see why that's there. See, the High Priestess, and this is what you should just kind of be careful with, all right? The High Priestess is when you stop talking to somebody. Or if you're talking to them, it's like, how's the weather? You know, it's like, oh, it's getting cold out there. Like, nothing. You're not talking about the elephant in the room. And mainly because you're like, what's to talk about? We said all there is to say. So now we're just cordial with each other. Like, we're just cordial. Like, we're sitting in the fucking office of a dentist office and we're waiting to be called in. So you make polite conversation. But you're not really talking like they're your person. There's boundaries. There's a lot of them. Nine of Wands. Some of you, Queen of Wands, is you. This is you. This is third party. This is mistress or mister. This is you entertaining an affair. Not all of you. You're all in different circumstances. Make no mistake. You know, it could be your person who's involved, or you, or some of you don't even know that the other person's involved. But Queen of Wands for me, I'm sorry. This is fire. This is attraction. This is passion. This is sex. This is chemistry. This is intimacy. This is all the above of the feely good stuff. Now, when it comes to her, you, whatever your pronoun is, you are entertaining this fire session. However, you are not using any of your boundaries for kindling. You're like, no. These logs are mine. They're meant to hide my heart and protect me. So you're not letting somebody in, right? I don't know with the High Priestess if that's for a reason, but I really don't know why, or I see a Ten of Swords back there. I don't know if there's a reaction to this from the High Priestess of not talking or not opening up. What's justice? This is crazy. I feel like one week I'm reading about your lover and the next week I'm reading about your spouse or your mate or your loved one. And then I feel like I flip-flop. I must be going nuts. For those of you who are single, I feel like I'm talking about your boss, your coworker, your colleague. Justice, please clarify. The loosey-goosey card was the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Three of Cups came out, though. Let's chit-chat. I'm going to take your Ten of Swords back here with the Ten of Pentacles up here. The loosey-goosey card. Oh, look at the Emperor over there. Okay. You, when it comes to a reconciliation, need to be fair, balanced, and honest. Only you know what this means. Okay? This means you have to be fair and balanced and honest to the other party that you're having a reconciliation, or you need to have a reconciliation with the same individual and be honest with them. All right? Because there is an ending here. There isn't a betrayal. And I don't know if this is with somebody you're married or you have a commitment with or somebody who wants one. You're all different. There's thousands of you. Okay. What is the Seven of Cups here for my beautiful Taurus, please? All right, so Pisces has convinced me, the Pisces group in the chat. Some of them want to buy private readings for friends as a Christmas gift. So for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we've decided to do 15-minute readings, gift certificate type jams, and they will be on sale. I'm going to start that today. Basically, the only way to get this is if you email me at elpistarot@gmail.com. I don't know. I have to think of a smart way unless you guys have a good idea. And I'm asking Taurus because this is where you guys excel. How to offer that gift certificate type jam as a Christmas gift. And in 15 minutes, you know you could get a lot out of it. You've seen my 15-minute videos. I think they're cute ideas to give as like to a friend. instead of like, a Starbucks card or something. Yes, they could be that expensive. Like my coffee the other day was like $8. I was like, what? Oh my God. I'll see you next month. All right, back to you. 7 of Cups and the Fool. Aries energy there. You really are confused as to where to invest, and you're taking a leap of faith and risk. You might perhaps, oh look, crazy. I always get chills when I see this. 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. That's why I use 2 different decks. Because if the same card falls in the same position, it's like Spirit is doubling down my message. So I know I got it right. Because they're aligning. Yeah. What is the Fool though? Because you're stressing and you're having anxiety, so you're telling yourself, well, oh my God, I got to check out. I got to check out. It's too much. And I think I need to be alone, take a breath to see what's right for me. I got to see what's what. So you might even leave not having anything lined up, perhaps, potentially, but we'll see. I don't know if the other person will let you do that. Be like, Taurus, where are you going? What are we going to read about in the extended for Taurus, please? Okay. Trust. Everyone's getting flirt. It's like everybody forgot how to flirt nowadays. It didn't come out though for you. It's at the bottom of the deck. But it did for every other sign. Funny. Give your relationship a chance. Trust. Which relationship is it talking about? We'll see in the extended. But it's telling you to get it back on, like, on lane or on par is to flirt. Now, if this is a person that flirts versus another person who doesn't flirt, good luck with that. No, I'm just kidding. That's your sign. You know what to do. My God, I'm in such a facetious mode today. All right, what do we have today for Taurus? I know some of you have actually literally complained to me about the expletives. Some of you have not. You're cool with it. Cringe and bear it because I'm reading from here. I will change it next week. We'll go back to the other oracles, like the moon deck is calling me now. Taurus, please. And do extrapolate the truth out of these. They could be funny, but take them with a grain of salt. Okay, Taurus, please. Anything else for Taurus? And this is all I can handle today. I'm getting like carpal tunnel. All right. Thou shalt not judge because thou hast fucked up before too. Oh, I am the first to wear this badge of honor. When you see yourself thinking someone's a real asshole, take a moment and contemplate all the times you've done exactly what they're doing. Maybe it was a different flavor of assholeness, but it was still assholey. Check yourself. People will like you more. Most importantly, you'll like yourself more too. I love this. Just do a quick take, a double take. I actually always do this. Like, wait a minute, have I done this to them before? But I have no problem admitting it though. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. It's been actually wonderful. I love reading for you. I'll see everybody over at the extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week. And next week will be the monthly for December.